peace, love, chaos, and true majesty. A lot of things be generic. A lot of things be hereditary. Whether it comes down to mental health, health, self, wealth, intelligence, generational intelligence. Like, we hear so many things from the higher ups, psychology, the greats, the ones that's already did it before, the ones that came before us. They already had the footprints in the sand for us. We just gotta follow the lead within our soul, within our heart, because ultimately not only the work that's being put in with yourself, the work they put in with yourself, and then zoomed in on the outside, because everything that's taken care of on the inside is taken care of on the outside. Even if it don't seem like it or feel like it, it's taken care of. We just gotta trust ourselves. Even when things don't make sense. I think that's when Mama really working the most, is when things don't make sense to us, or when things not adding up to us. Sometimes that's the best time to just really sit down and allow Mama to work. But she's working. We just can't be in the midst of it all, trying to control everything. When we try to take control over everything, we don't allow Mama, we don't give Mama the room and the space and the opportunity to do what she needs to do. That's one thing for sure. When we do what we're supposed to do, Mama's gonna back us up and do all that she said she would do. She's not a woman of caliber or a woman of lies. It's all truth. So everything that she tells us that she's gonna do, everything that says is gonna be granted is gonna be granted. But we just have to be aligned to the inner self, the energy with the self, energy, the inner God is within ourselves to be able to attain it. Because it's gonna come. It's gonna be present. We just gotta make sure we do what we're supposed to do so we can obtain it and sustain it through all things. Like, even down to the beauty, even down to the eye structure, even down to the cellular diaphragm of our mind, our body, soul, and our spirit. It's all connected to our ancestors. It's all connected to our higher ups. It's all connected to the celestial beings that will come from, that have already been here before us. When we tap into it, we tap into that energy within ourselves, the inner goddess, the inner God. We allow them to be free. Not only the work and the self-healing that we do for ourselves, we're doing it for them as well. The things that they weren't able to do, the things that they didn't have the ability to do, right? When it comes to ending cycles, when it comes to ending unhealthy relationships, when it comes to not putting self first, when it comes to not being a gentle self, like gentle dialogue with self, when it comes to gentle parenting, the things that they weren't really taught how to do and they wish they were taught able to do so they can be able to do it. When we make the choice to choose to do so, we open up portals for ourselves, and then we open up the gates for them to be able to work for us fruitiously. We open up gates or portals for them to be able to work and actualize a lifestyle for themselves through us that they were granted to have, but they weren't able to cultivate and create because of their circumstances or because of their parents and how they was raised and the traditions that they were taught and the cycles that they weren't able to break or they weren't taught how to break them, right? That mental agility to have those things and be able to see it for what it is and go forth and not hold ourselves back and just go forward through all things, through all circumstances. So we really open up portals. We really open up every single door that was closed on their face. We open it for ourselves and them. We allow them to work through us, for us. When we take certain precautions upon our life, when we take certain action upon our life, when we make certain decisions for ourselves, we're not only making it for ourselves, we're making it for a greater cause that's higher than ourselves. And Mama works in tremendous ways. It's just, are we willing to allow her to work through us or for us like she wants to do? Are we willing to be committed to ourselves and love ourselves and put ourselves first no matter what? Even when it comes to having children, like taking care of children or taking care of somebody else, there's no way that we can take care of anything or anybody else properly without taking care of ourselves first. And that's another thing that the generation of ancestors were lacking, putting themselves first. You know, putting themselves first and understanding to be the best parent that they can ever be, or to be the best grandparent, or the best sister, the best aunt, the best brother, the best uncle, whatever it is, whatever the title, whatever the connection or bond is, for them to be the best that they could be at all times. They have to take care of themselves mentally and emotionally and spiritually. And sometimes they lack that support because they didn't have the right people, places around them, or there was just so much going on within their daily lives that they really didn't know a lot of the things and how to do it. So when we step up to the plate and we make a conscious choice, or even an unconscious choice, subconscious choice, simply like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. This is why I'm going to do it. We open up so much more doors and rooms for ourselves to excel. Like, knowing like there's no limit except for the limitations that we place upon ourselves, we're able to just soar like hawks, for real. Like hawks, so they fly above every other bird. They sit high and they can go low, but they always remain to go high above all they type of species and breed of birds that can do a whole bunch of other things that others are not capable of doing because of their agility, because of their structure, because of their diaphragm. And that's what makes them incredible as they are. And it's the same thing that we as people have to apply to our lives every single day. Soar like hawks. See a higher perspective. See all perspectives, but choose to take the higher perspective, because that's really what self really desires. Being able to tap into self, like healing the inner child, allowing the inner child to be free. Like not holding her hostage, not holding him hostage to past circumstances or past emotions or past thoughts or past feelings, but addressing and acknowledge the feelings and the thoughts and emotions that come through the process of what had transpired through childhood, because it affects us who we are today. So just being able to understand it and see it for what it is, accept it, and know that there's no changing it, but the power in that is being able to change who we are today is strength, is realness. How much realness are we going to allow ourselves to have? Do we have the mental capacity to allow ourselves to just go forward and not just be stuck and stagnant within the energy and vibration that does not sustain us, or does not even, like, it's not even relevant to us? So it's just going forward no matter what, whether people understand it or not. Just making a conscious choice to be the best person that you can be on a normal basis, daily basis. I won't even say normal, but just on a day-to-day, like making a conscious choice to be better for self. Because when we make a choice to be better for ourselves, we ultimately make a choice for everything around us to be better. It don't even have to be said. It's just going to be shown. It's going to be felt. And just doing it, not doing it for appraisal or clout or recognition, but doing it for self, to really show self that, like, okay, this is what I deserve, this is what I desire, and I want to have it, and I'm going to get it, and I'm going to do it, and it get done. Because that's what we desire, and we deserve it. When you know you deserve something, it's like it makes us want to go harder and make us want to put the work in even more to obtain it, because we know that it's ours, and what's ours is ours, and can't nobody take that away from us except for us. Hell, even sometimes we can't take that away from us. We just got to get on the right path and stay on the right path, and not everything and everybody's going to understand the path that we choose, but our soul and our spirit has already called upon it. We've already been chosen to go a certain direction. It's just up to us to choose to go that direction for ourselves, for our highest good at all times. Even when shit don't feel good, just still making a conscious choice to be like, okay, this is what we got to do. Because we know at the end of the road, at the end of the day, when it get done, it's going to be done, and it's going to be worth everything is going to be worth it. Like every ounce of pain, every ounce of experience that has been taking place throughout the life of this lifetime and the past lifetimes is going to all make sense when we able to receive and get provided the things that Mama said she's going to provide us, because it's going to get done. It's just not going to be when we want it to be. It's going to be when we need it the most. And that's the blessing about it all. Staying true to self, being authentic to self. There's no way to be authentic and honest with somebody else when we can't not even be honest with ourselves. So it's just being butt naked, stripping self butt ass naked for real. Just being raw with yourself, being vulnerable with self. It's power and vulnerability, and that's one thing about society. Society will try to make you seem like you're weak for being vulnerable. A whole entire time, you really are strong. It's really a gift to be vulnerable in a world of people that's stuck in being mean, angry, hateful, spiteful, and bitter, and distasteful to other people because they have a distaste within themselves. They don't know how to acknowledge in themselves and put the proper work in and know where to start it to put the proper work in to remove themselves from feeling in that lack energy and be duality. Be both the shadow and the light within themselves. There's always a light in the tunnel, but to understand that you are the light in the tunnel is completely different. It's like a spark. When you light it for yourself, you're automatically going to light it for others. Knowingly or unknowingly, they don't even got to tell you. They just going to let you know about how they change their walk. And that's how Mama works. Each one teach one. Alright. Not everybody go through certain things for no reason. Everybody go through things for us to learn, to learn the lessons, to apply the lessons, to heal and grow through it, to understand ourselves better. I ain't even gonna say most, all the lessons and circumstances and obstacles that go through life, it shows us how powerful and true we are to ourselves. It shows us how to be authentic to ourselves. It shows us who we really are without the external factors. It shows us who we are on the inside, how we carry ourselves, how we respect ourselves. The choices that we choose to make even when things don't make sense or even when nobody is not looking. The choices that we choose to make shows our character. Our character holds more weight than anything or anybody will ever be able to knock down. So when we make the conscious choice to just be yourself, be ourselves, and understand ourselves through all, like I said, through all obstacles of life, we be able to show Mama that we're committed to being ourselves, and she willing to show us how good it is to be ourselves and nobody else. Mama makes everybody different in different ways. She provides everything for everybody in different ways. That's just how committed are you to yourself so she can be committed to you. It's really a connection. It's really a partnership. It's really a relationship. Like, you really got to have like an intimate relationship with Mama to understand how life really works for self. Because the way life works for somebody else may not be the way that life works for you. But when we build a connection with Mama and keep that up front, right? Keep ourselves up front and keep that up front, we know that like she able to help us understand. We'll be able to have discernment and be able to decipher the difference between what's Mama's voice and what's our ego talking, or what's our past experience and trauma talking versus what she's selling and showing us. It's all in sign. She provides us all the synchronicities for a reason, so we don't ever feel like we're lost or confused. And if it comes a time where we do feel like we lost or confused, she'll guide us along the way to lead us back to self. That comes with soul searching, jumping in the rabbit hole, and just going headstrong until you just learn yourself and know yourself for who you are, the core of your essence, not just what somebody else tell you or how somebody else make you feel, or the perception of yourself through somebody else's lens, but learning the perception of self through your own lens, through your inner child lenses, and healing the inner child, and so you can see ourselves in the whole, see like the multitude of self. Being able to see the multitude of self and being able to understand that all things work for our highest good as we put the work in, if we trust and have faith no matter what. Faith without works is dead, so the work gotta be put in, but the faith gotta be stronger than anything. To be able to have a powerful connection with Mama, to be able to trust Mama, to be able to trust the ancestors, trust what they're telling you, trust what they're showing you. A lot of things may not be what it is right then and there, because the illusions can be displayed, but knowing that when we tap into our third eye, when we tap into our chakras, that we don't really miss a skip a beat, because everything is right in our face. It's just, we can't ignore it. strengthen self, and just strictly focus on that, because what we focus on, that's what grows. What we give our focus and our love to, what we nurture and give nurturing and nourishment to, like plants, it grows. That's what feeds the most. So we feed ourselves good love, we feed ourselves honesty, we feed ourselves respect. That's what's going to be reciprocated to mama. Everything is universal. Everything is reciprocation when it comes to mama. So whatever we putting in, that's what she's going to give us back tenfold. And she's not going to give us what we trying to put on a persona or an image about. She's going to give us what we wholeheartedly feel we deserve. So we subconsciously feel like we don't deserve something, or we don't feel like we can obtain it, then that's what it's going to be. And she's going to match that energy tenfold until we change the dialogue within ourselves. And like I said, just really honoring self through the inner child and not letting anything from the past really hold us hostage. Hold us mentally hostage, like emotionally hostage, spiritually hostage, sexually, in all type of ways. It's just working with our chakras and cleansing our chakras and cleansing our body, our mind, our soul, and our spirit, so we can see and feel things clearly, so we don't see the illusions that others may try to place upon us, or we don't see the lack that people may try to speak upon us, or the negativity people may speak upon us. And even if they do, we take it and we alchemize the energy and make it work for us in our highest good, because that's what alchemists do, that's what magicians do. Like, no matter what's being thrown, take it and make it work for your highest good. And mama will show us how to do that when we start learning to trust in our abilities and trust in our gifts, and know that it's not made up, or know that we're not crazy for real. Like, we know what's going on, and some people may not understand it, and it's not for them to understand. It's more so for us to understand. So like, going back to like the obstacles and the things that we go through in life, is to be able to help us see ourselves, show us how strong we are, show us how to be better, show us how to make smarter decisions, show us how to be healthy for ourselves, and to be able to assist another if it comes down to it, to do the same thing. That's what it's really about, tenfold. Peace, God, chaos, truth, and majesty.